Child, we getting started now. We getting started now. Child, we getting started now. We getting started now. We getting started now. Child, we getting started now. We getting started now. We getting started now. Child, we getting started now. Child, we getting started now. Child, we getting started now. We getting started now. Child, we getting started now. We getting started now. We getting started now. Child, we getting started now. We getting started now. We getting started now. Child, we getting started.
That Klass Iz N Session. What's good, man? How y'all doing, man? What's going on? Feels good to be back, man. Well, you know what I'm saying? The hiatus was the hiatus. That was over. That was then. But this is down. But we're gonna go straight into it. Bottom line, Black Power, Black Excellence. Trading Black Power for Black Excellence. Just listening to this video. It's something worth paying attention to. So let's talk about it. First, let's take a listen.
They swapped out Black Power. The moral awakening. The United States government didn't stop killing black leaders because they had some moral awakening. They stopped because they didn't need to anymore. Once they wiped out the radicals, Malcolm, MLK, Fred Hampton, all of them, the revolution got cut off at the knees. After that, why waste a bullet when you can just kill a movement before it even starts? By the 80s, they swapped out Black Power for Black Profit. They handed out a few golden tickets, made sure there were just enough rich and famous black faces to sell the idea that the system works. Instead of liberation, they handed out contracts, endorsements, executive positions. Instead of Black Power, they gave them Black Excellence. And look, ain't nobody saying black folks shouldn't be successful. But success inside the system is not the same as dismantling it. They let a few through the gates just as long as they played by the rules. And those rules, stay in line. Talk about personal success, not collective struggle. Build a brand, not a movement. They don't got to assassinate anyone where they can just buy them out. Or better yet, turn them into a joke. Look at what they did to Colin Kaepernick. Stood up for something, got blackballed out of the league. Angela Davis spent decades on FBI watch lists. Fred Hampton, they learned their lesson from him. Don't let them get big enough to matter in the first place. So now they just lock them up before they can get too loud. Call them terrorists, call them extremists, turn them into a headline, a mugshot, a social media circus. And for the rest, they dangle the American dream in front of them like a carrot. Work hard, climb the ladder, keep your head down, but for whose dream? Black median wealth is projected to be zero by 2053. They never fixed redlining, they just rebranded it as gentrification. They never ended Jim Crow, they just turned it into mass incarceration. More black men in prison today than there were enslaved in 1860. That ain't a coincidence, that is by design. But the thing is, this ain't just about race. Yeah, black folks got the worst of it, but they ain't the only ones caught in this machine. They keep everybody distracted. Working class whites, Latinos, immigrants, poor folks of every shade, fighting each other while the real power stays untouched. They convinced half the country that a CEO with their skin color is their ally, while their own neighbor is the enemy. Divide and conquer, same as always. So the real question ain't what happened to the movement, it's how do we bring it back? Because if they don't have
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying though. I'm really saying. Where is he wrong?
What's wrong?
K32, come over here.
What's wrong?
Put your hands on the car. Oh!
Tina, get in the car. Go, baby, I can't go to jail. Go, baby, get in the car.
Are you okay? Are you okay? Help, officer down. Someone help, officer down.
Institutions in America to project positive black male images. Black male images are created through revolution, through fighting to change the kind of oppressive conditions that have existed here and that exist. And the positive images that we all can be very proud of are movers such as Dr. Martin Luther King, and historically not the Private Turner, Denmark Vesey.
What about the Black Panthers, Huey?
The Black Panther Party, notwithstanding.
Wasn't that a great boost to the black men in this country?
Well, we think so. And of course, we were wiped out systematically. There were about a million pages of information compiled upon me alone. I don't know how many millions of illegal, illegal break-ins, but I know I suffered at least 20 or 30 illegal break-ins. There were FBI documents that falsified bank records sent around, and the bank records were then sent around to our supporters. There were character assassinations. Everything.
You scared people, Huey. The Black Panthers scared people.
Anytime the black man attempts to change the slave image, he will scare white people. So the Black Panther Party, I thank you. When you said that we scared people, that means that we were creating a positive black image for ourselves.
Carlton, you were an original Panther also, correct?
I was one of the original members of Huey's defense team when he was first charged with the murder of Officer Fry and the assault on Officer Haynes. I have many comments to make, and I'm not going to be able to make them all. But I would like to make them in order of importance. We are celebrating Martin Luther King's birthday today. I think that we should be, at some point, considering making Huey P. Newton's birthday a national holiday. When I first came to the Bay Area from Chicago, I was appalled at the way the police were oppressing black people in the ghetto. And the only man who had the guts to stand up was Huey P. Newton, along with his associate Bobby Seale. I was very proud of his actions. I thought that Martin Luther King taught us how to pray and how to arouse the conscience of our oppressor. And I thought that Huey P. Newton taught us how to stand up to our oppressor. And for that, I think he should be accorded a national holiday.
Okay, thank you, Carlton.
Yes.
You did a nice job with that.
Thank you.
Bravada.
Hi, I grew up in San Francisco in the Hunters Point Naval Projects, and I could remember being about 6 or 7, and we had an area for the Black Panthers up in Hunters Point, and I felt so protected that they were there. I felt that I could go outside, and everything was beauty. The black people were together in Hunters Point, and when we had that big riot on 3rd Street, everybody began stealing from each other. Not at that point, but it's just like we lost our togetherness. We lost it.
Now that you look back over the entire Black Panther movement, are you buoyed by it? I mean, was it a real positive experience? You think it worked?
I think that we accomplished some of the goals that we set out for. Of course, that blacks are not free in the United States to this very day, so we have not accomplished freedom.
Oh, it's time to go in. Yo, what's good, man? Klass is in some serious session right now. Because we're going to talk about, man, we're going to really talk about the movement. Killer movement. We're going to talk about something. Redefining black power, promoting separation, enhancing greed, jealousy, envy, by granting the very few with wealth and opportunity, then call it black excellence, aka black for profit. Governments killing black leaders, radicals. Marcus, Fred, Malcolm, Martin, Huey P, Bobby, etc. Yo, let's talk about it. Like 1980s, Black Power ran strong. Like your hair afros with pick with a fist, a black fist, pick afro, African medallions with flag colors, red, green, yellow. The United Negro Fund days, the Cosby Show, A Different World, proud black values. Back then, yo, it's like it was easier when you was poor. Like, before songs like Money, Power, Respect, With All Due Respect, and All About the Benjamins, With All Due Respect, reality. An era that transformed the thought of can't be broke, can't be on welfare or getting some type of help, or whatever. The competition just switched over. That's why I always say the hip-hop era of the golden era is not that of the 90s, but more so that of the 80s. It's hip-hop's golden era. Hip-hop 90s is hip-hop culture's platinum era. Facts. Go back, look it up. It is what it is. But case in point being, ain't no such thing as black leaders. At best, we got the ball bouncing, helmet wearing, script writing, acting controlled by the fears of being forced back into poverty by the puppet masters who say, yo, stay in line. No real liberation. Here's an endorsement contract or a seat at the table. Yo, let's talk about it.